Props is a lot of fun. You know, I've got all of these rows and rows and rows of just things. I'm in charge of all of the things. So if you like things, props is for you. Hi, my name is Jess Mathews. I'm the prop supervisor here at Red Mountain Theater. As the prop supervisor here, what I do is I'm in charge of all things props, and props includes all of the handheld items that actors use, as well as all of the furniture and then any set dressing that needs to happen. So filling out that world once we build the set and make it look real.
Well, come along. It is actually very nice that everything is labeled. I think that's the most fun prop, are my labels. Can't go past Bartholomew without saying hello. He is our resident horsey boy.
I mostly collaborate with scenic and costumes, which may be surprising to some people. Characters need bags and purses, and I have to make sure I don't clash with what they're wearing. So there's a lot of, hey, what color are you putting this person in? Can I use this color bag? That sort of stuff. So anything that a character would have, I need to make sure fits in with their overall look.
We've actually got this wonderful collection of phones. It's very impressive. They're so gorgeous. And then right underneath them is our beautiful collection of all of our clocks. Some of these are just insanely gorgeous. And I'm just waiting for somebody to tell me that they need a very ornate clock. I haven't had a reason to use it yet, but I want one. So we should do a show where I need to use this clock, please and thank you.
Last year, I had never built a puppet before in my entire career, not even like a little sock puppet, you know? And so Bradford came to me with this idea of what he wanted Milky White to be. And he had shown me a couple of other ways at theaters and even the Broadway show done it. And he said, that's not quite what I want. I kind of want to combine all of the ideas together. So it was a completely custom build. There was no information on how to do what we were trying to do. So there is about a month of research that I did, and then also just the trying and testing. So all of those little like intricate things all came together, and it actually looked the way that I had wanted it to in my head and functioned, and it was a whole puppet that was a cow. So that was so far been my favorite build that I've done here.
So we've got a fully movable neck, so you can hold and do all of those things. And then her mouth you can open up as well, since she has to eat things as part of the show. So that was a big part of her construction. Then coming over to her legs, the interesting thing about the legs is that we wanted her to have articulated joints. So all of the bottom portions of her legs can move. And then we also created these ball joints.
So right now I'm doing all of the finishing touches for Mean Girls. They've been rehearsing for the past couple of weeks. So we found a couple of things of like, hey, we actually need cheese fries for this one scene, and making sure all of the elements that we don't want to get, used during rehearsal, but we need for tech in the actual show run, making sure all of that is just ready to go for tech.
So it can break, and then you can just put it right back together. That was a fun one. Because at first I was like, we're just buying 10 crowns. I don't know that I can make a crown break and fix itself every night.
What advice would you give to someone who is interested in theater production or props?
Don't pigeonhole yourself. So when I was in college, scenery. Hardcore one-track scenery. And I came to UAB thinking like I was gonna leave being a scenic designer. That's what I went into college thinking that I wanted to do. That's what I set up my first year and a half at college thinking that I was going to do, is to be a scenic designer. But through the classes there and through the teachers there, I learned that like I can design, but that's not what I enjoy doing. I enjoy making. And so once I learned that I enjoyed the making, I spent time in every single shop. I spent time with electrics, I spent time in the costume shop, I spent time at the prop shop, and I got to learn all of those different things that as a prop person, I actually need. I have to know how to sew, I have to know electronics, I have to know the carpentry skills. And there's not anything in the building that I can't help with, that I don't have some basic understanding of knowledge in. And what that does is that opens the doors for you career-wise, because somebody may be hiring a costume technician and you say, I know the basics. I can sew a couple of things together. That's great, we'll hire you. So even if it's not what you're initially wanting to do, at least having that baseline skill set just opens all of those doors. So don't pigeonhole. Play around with every department, every field. You'll never know, because you may stumble upon something that you did not think you were going to love doing, but you actually do.